Hello everyone, in this video I will talk about product of sum. So our first point is a sum term which contains each of n variables as factor either in complemented or uncomplemented form is called max term. So which means that it is a sum term which contains each of n variables, either it is 2 variable, 3 variable or 4 variable as a factor either in complemented or uncomplemented form, which means either in true form or false form. So it is called max term. Our second point is a max term gives the value 0 for exactly one combination of the variables. So it means that if any of the combination of the variable gives the value 0, then it is considered as a max term. Our third point is the product of all max term of f for which f assumes 0 is called canonical product of sum or conjective normal form, which means that if any of the function f gives the value 0, then it considered as a canonical product of sum or conjective normal form. So now we will see the difference between product of sum and canonical product of sum. So if we see that product of sum and canonical product of sum, then we see that it is these two example of three variable a b c. So if we see that in the product of sum, it is non-mandatory to contain all the variables along with the variables. If we see a, then it is non-mandatory to contain bc also along with a. In this b plus c, it is non-mandatory to contain a. In the a plus c, it is non-mandatory to contain the b variable, or we say the complement of b, and in the b plus c we say a or complement of a. In the a, or we say b complement and c complement, or we say b and c, and or we say true form of b and c. But in the case of canonical product of sum, it is mandatory to contain all the variables, either it is 2 variable, 3 variable or 4 variable. In this example, it is a 3 variable, and then it is mandatory to contain all the variable in the product of sum, in the sum expression. So if we see that this a plus b plus c, it contains all the 3 variables, and in this expression a complement plus b plus c, in this a complement plus b complement plus c, a complement plus b complement plus c complement. So it is mandatory to contain all the variables in the canonical product of sum. Now we will see the example of it. So here is the example of it. So it is a 3 variable. So we will take the example of 3 variables a b c. So the combination of zeros and 1 will be 8. So in the a column, the combination of 0 and 1 has a 4 4 4 0 4 1. In the b column, 2 zeros 2 1, and in the c column 1 0 1 1. And this is a function f with the inputs of a b c, and it assumes as an example output 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 1. So this table is complete. So now we will see the zeros value. In the case of product of sum, we see the zeros value, but in the case of sum of product, we see the ones values. So it is considered as a max term. These 0 value is considered as a max term. Then what we will do to form a canonical product of sum expression, then in the where it is 0, we will see the values of a b c, and this decimal values of, we will combine this value and we will convert this binary value into a decimal value. So it is a 0, then it is the value of 0, this abc will, the expression will be 0. Then in this case 0, it is here 0, then it is 2 0 1 0. Then in this 0, the value is 3. In this 0, the value is 5. In this 0, the value is 6. The explanation of this binary to decimal equivalent is explained in the previous video, the canonical sum of product video. you see this video and then come to this video. So in order to make the expression of canonical product of sum, then what we will do, so in where we will see the 0, in this 0 we write the product of sum expression. So we will write as a product of sum, we will take the sum and then we product it. So what we will do, and then in the where it is 0, then here it is 0, then in this case of product of sum where it is 0, then it is written in true form, and where it is 1, then it is written in complemented form. But in case of sum of product where it is 0, then it is written in complemented form, and where it is 1, then it is written in true form. But in case of product of sum it is reverse. So if we see the ABC value, then all the A is equals to 0, B is equals to 0 and C is equals to 0. So we will write A in the true form, B in the true form, C in the true form. Product, we take the product and we will write as a sum. So in here it is 0, then this 0 will be 2, then A is equals to 0, then it is written in true form, plus then B is equals to 1. So in the case of product of sum, 1 is written as a complement, then it is B complement, and C is equals to 0, then C is in true form. And for this 0, A is equals to 0, so it is written in true form, and B is equals to 1, then it is written in complemented form, and C is equals to 1, so it is written in complemented form. Then this 0, A is equals to 1, then it is written in complemented form, then B is equals to 0, then it is written in true form, and C is equals to 1, then it is written in complement form. And this 0, A is equals to 1, then it is written in complement form, and B is equals to 1, it is written in complement form, B complement, and C is equals to 0, then it is written in true form. So by this method we form a canonical product of sum expression. So what first we do, we see the zeros where it is 0 present in the column, then we assign as a max term, then we will see the input variables values, then where it is 0, then it will be written in true form, and where it is 1, then it is written in complemented form. So the expression is like that. Then it is assigned to a f, our function f. Then if we want to write in a compact version of this canonical product of sum, or we say short form, then the pi symbol is used as a canonical product of sum. So what we will do, so in this table of function f where the zeros are present, then we will in the corresponding row we will see the inputs of ABC, then we will convert this binary to decimal. So in this 0 0 0 0 is written, and here 0 is present, then this 0 1 0 will be 2, and this 0 will be 0 1 1, then it is decimal equivalent is 3, and this 0 1 0 1 decimal equivalent is 5, and this 0 1 1 0, then it is decimal equivalent 6. So it is a compact version of a canonical product of sum. So what we have seen in this video, that what is product of sum, we have seen 3 points, and we have seen product of sum and canonical product of sum difference. Then we have seen the example of canonical product of sum. So that's all in this video. So like, share and comment on this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.